Hey friends, so you've written your next big song. Now what? I'm Big Ed. I've been making records for 32 years and I'm here to share my knowledge with you and help you navigate the music business and avoid the pitfalls. So, you've written your next big song. What do? First thing I want you to do is get with a PRO, performing rights organization, if you're not already with one. But if you are, register it with that performing rights organization. ASCAP, BMI, CSAC, if you're in Britain, PRS, Norway, Tono, whatever it may be, register that song right away. Now, I know those organizations are for when the song's released and they're collecting performance royalties, collecting streaming, used to collect radio, that sort of thing. I know. But it's so easy to register that song in your account online, 5 minutes, boom, it's done, and there's a record of it. In fact, when I signed with a publisher, I think it was 10, maybe 15 years ago, and I'm going to get to this organization in a second, the MLC, the Music Licensing Collective. They had taken all these songs that I had registered at ASCAP, which is my PRO, and put it with MLC. Well, I hadn't even recorded some of those songs, and some of those songs I don't think ever got finished really, which then reminded me, oh yeah, I got to finish those songs. So just to have a record, a permanent record of that song when you wrote it, get it up there so you don't have to think of it again. You don't have to tell a manager someday about it or a future publisher, or if you record it and you forget about it, boom, it's up there. All right, that's number one. Number two is the MLC, the Music Licensing Collective. Again, an organization for when the song gets released. What the Music Licensing Collective does is they collect publisher royalties, and you should register yourself as your publisher, like I'm registered as Ed Pedersen, and also as Highline Writers Music, which is my company, my publishing for my songs, even if I assign an administrator to collect those royalties, I am still the publisher. So I've got that song registered twice. The Music Licensing Collective collects streaming as an act of Congress, an actual act of American Congress. They did something once, and they assigned this organization, MLC, Music Licensing Collective, to collect the royalties, the writer royalties for streaming. Why, you ask? Well, a lot of people don't realize that streaming only collects the artist royalties. They're only, if you get anything for streaming, your penny, your 0.3 of a penny per play, that's just for the artist. Nothing is being collected for the writer, for the publisher. That's what the Music Licensing Collective does. So you want to create an account for the Music Licensing Collective. You're creating a publishing account, your publishing account, so that you can get streaming royalties as a writer. So that's number two I want you to do. Your PRO and then the MLC. The third thing I want you to do is what I've been preaching for years. Rewrite it, rewrite it, rewrite it, rewrite it again. Mash it up, take it apart, put it back together. I want you to pull apart that song, rearrange it, piece it back together, pull it apart again. Honestly, the best thing you can do for yourself as a writer is to never be satisfied. Eventually, you're going to have to acquiesce and let it go, but you'll know. That's what really good writers do. They know that I can't just accept this for, knocking it off in 5 minutes or 10 minutes or an hour or a year. Even when you're done, I'm often blown away. After 22 years in Nashville, I'm still blown away how people can get together and write a song. And I've done this in a 3-hour, 4-hour writing session and think it's done. And a lot of the times when I've done this with publishers that I've been signed to, with friends, with people I know, with people I've been assigned to write with, I'll continue writing after I'm gone. And sometimes they don't even know about it. I've had songs that got recorded that I've co-written with other people that I wasn't satisfied with, and I kept rewriting it until the artist or the producer that finally recorded it heard it. And then my co-writer was like, oh, yeah, this is really great. And I was like, yeah, you didn't notice that it's not what we put on tape that day? And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, listen to what we did that day and listen to what I presented to them. Oh, yeah, that's better. Yeah, it's better. Take your time. You're done, you finished, you got a song, you've got lyrics, you've got a melody, you've got a structure. Pull it apart, put it back together, rewrite it again, keep honing and fine-tuning that song. That's the biggest thing you can do when you think you've written your next big song, is not to be satisfied with just like, I'm done. It's not done yet. Rework it again, pull it apart, put it back together again. Keep going. You'll know when it's done because it will make sense and it'll just go ding for you and for everybody else, all right? So those are the three things I want you to do. PRO, MLC, and rewrite, restructure, reconstruct that dang song until it's perfect.